Okay, so hello there, dear Numix users. Yeah, that sounded, I guess, pretty nice for beginning. Anyways, this is going to be the second episode of Making Icons Live, and I dearly hope you can hear me because I'm kind of paranoid in that way. So I've set up two webcams and two microphones, so just in case all hardness breaks loose and one set goes haywire. Anyways, you have to wait a bit because I started this huge update of kernel and stuff. So before we go to Inkscape, no, actually you don't have to wait at all, because first things first, I need to show you the tools you should use. So the first thing you need is actually, just let me grab them. Yeah, just let me look at my update process. Yep, it's going fine. Anyways, oh bloody hell, the first thing you need is a set of pencils, like lots of them, like I have 4 here. Then you need rubbers, like 2 of them at least. Then just in case, you need a pencil sharpener. Then you need a ruler, like this one, or a triangular one could do also. And like I said, just in case I have a backup one, then you need these lovely colorful pencils. Then of course you need a sketchbook. I use White Lines sketchbook. Like, yeah, White Lines, as I said, they're very useful because with them you have all the pages, they have grids in them, which simplifies the inkscaping on later stage. And you also need food and something to drink, because yeah, that's tea, by the way. That's not Rocky. If you think it's this, it's not. Whatever you may think. And because this is an exhausting process and I'm still kind of feeling sick, so tea it is. So now you have to get the textbook and open it. Yeah, that didn't really work quite well. Yeah, just, yep, open to an empty page. And my update process is finally over, so I can finally switch the webcams and show you the drawing. Now, before I do that, I have to turn the screen share on, entire screen. Okay, perfect. And now open a Nautilus. Now, we are going to redo a few icons. Let's say we're going to redo 3 icons, but I don't know which 3 icons we're going to redo because I didn't do my homework, because like I said, I was kind of sick and I'm still am. So I know just one. We're going to redo this icon, which like I explained on the previous hangout, doesn't really work well because the fog shadow points, excuse me, at the bottom right, and the inset shadow and the drop down shadow at the bottom left, and the Inkscape and the drop down shadow points at the bottom right, which breaks the geometry. So let's go to sketching. Yeah, I should first switch the yep, that's my other webcam, which is going to get really finicky here. I'm not sure that I can actually show you the sketching, but basically what you need the sketching for is to get the idea. At least I am not that good at doing icons unless I sketch them first. So I'm going to grab a pencil like this. No, this one is way, yeah, this one. It's sharper. And I'm going to grab a ruler. And naturally, I grabbed the broken one, but hell. And now I'm going to start sketching. Now, the original icon is usually the usual metaphor for the original icon, which is this icon here. Yeah, I should turn the screen share on. Oh, shut up. Not you. Yep, that's the region and language icon, and the usual metaphor for it is actually a flag. Yep, if I switch to GNOME, which is the default one, as you can see, you still get a flag. If I switch to, let's say, I don't know, humanity, you still get a flag. So here we are going to do a flag also. Yep, just let me switch back to my square icon theme. Now disable the screen share and we are back. And now here comes the sketching. Now the icon we have now doesn't really have that much issues except the broken shadow, which is exactly what we are going to fix. So let's start sketching. Now we have our tools here, and this is going to get really finicky because I have no idea if it will actually show up on the webcam, but yep, it should be good enough, I guess. Now we get the ruler and a pencil. Yep. And then we start sketching. Now it doesn't have to be pixel perfect, it just has to demonstrate the basic outlines. Pixel perfectionism gets down in Inkscape, so we are basically going to do the base of the flag, which is like this, which is basically, I'm not sure it's going to show up at all, but yep, you should see it. It is basically this thing, which is the holder of the flag. Now we're going to add some rounded corners to it. So I'm adding rounded corners, which you probably can't see because, well, my equipment isn't really that good when it comes to showing sketching live. Now we have our base of the flag, which is basically like this. And then we are going to fix the flag itself. Just give me a sec. Yep. Now we are going to fix the flag, like I said. So we need to fix the fog shadow and maybe do some improvements on the flag. So our current flag, which I have to turn the screen share on again. Is, like I said, very much like a, I haven't said that, but anyway, it's a still side flag. So I guess we are going to continue with that trend. Now I have to disable the screen share again and go back to sketching. So we are drawing a flag. So we have to start drawing. Now I can't actually explain why I'm drawing it this way. It's probably because it looks nice to me. That's stuff I can't actually teach you how to do that. That's not doable in one hangout or in 10 hangouts. That requires a lot of reading, and it also requires art skills and such stuff, and not all of it can actually be learned. So we're going to create a flag. Now let me see what I will show up actually. Yep, here's the first part of the flag, here's the base. Now we are going to sketch the next part of the flag. Oh, blimey, it's hot in here, but I still don't need tea, so. And like I said, food is very important. Yep. Probably shouldn't have done that because the berries actually did have some very red juice on the table, which will have to be cleaned up, but that's for afterwards. And definitely not in the hangout. And now we're going to continue the sketching process. So we can actually make that bigger. Excuse me, I'm talking to myself, which makes me sound like some guy with mental issues, which might as well be the case. So one, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just let me fix the juice, which is basically, like I said, I really poured juice on the table like an idiot. Now I have to clean that up. And now it's cleaned. And now we can resume our work. So we are going to continue doing this. So this time, however, we need to add a fog shadow because our icons are quasi-flat, but actually don't make the shadow point at the wrong direction. So in order to do that, we will actually do a nice little trick, which I really enjoy, to be honest. And now let me paint that in darker. So we should be down with the base of the sketch. Now, yeah, I have to go back to my Hangout to see what I'm showing you. Now, yep. Well, that's as good as it will get. Now that's the base. That's the first segment of the flag, and that's the second segment. Now, what you'll see here is that this triangle here is actually the new fog shadow. Well, I'm not sure if I can call it fog shadow, but here I'm calling it this way. Anyways, it's like I can't actually demonstrate that, but when I do it in Inkscape, it will look like this is actually a fold, which is what I was aiming for. And after the sketch is done, you might as well color it for the sake of being colorful. So now, actually coloring the sketch doesn't really matter that much, but I do it just because I hate dull gray sketches. Yep, that's some. Oh, the white lines. Thank you note. So we pick a nice orange pencil, and now we start. Yep, that's actually not that pretty, but still better than dull gray, I guess. Plus, it gives you some sort of, I don't know how to call it, it actually gives you hints for the colors you use in Inkscape. So we are going to pick a red color and color this red. Yeah, Bulgarians tend to devoice a lot, so we are lazy like this, so all that goes with the like red goes red here. No, it actually goes red, so that actually sounded kind of Scottish, so uh, and where do I lost my, yeah, I was looking for that black pencil, so now pick the red one again. As you can see, it's red. It's exactly the same red I used for the previous segment, but I need a darker red, and I don't have such type of pencil, so I'm going to use the good old, yep, black. Now, Christ, this hole is you, cement. I hate it when they do that. It's super annoying when they get on the exact edge of the packet, and they actually fold the edge which holds the top of the pencil packet, which drives me nuts. So now we're going to take a rubber and actually blur things a bit. Well, it's not going to get pixel perfect, but still better than not blurred. And I'm totally thinking instead of doing stuff. And as you can see, here's our base, which should be some kind of brownish. Here's the first segment, which will be lighter red. Here's the second segment, and here's the dark triangle, which is going to add asphalt. The second segment, as you can see, it's a bit darker red. Now, I should have used darker red colorful pencil, but I didn't have one, so I actually improvised a bit. And now we are going to Inkscape. Now we don't need this. Yes, I was talking to my opened windows, which sounded quite crazy. And now we are going to open that one with Inkscape. And now we're going to start doing the stuff. So I first need to explain the anatomy of the icon. I did that in the previous Hangout, but just for the sake of it, I'm going to do that again. The icon is separated in three different layers. Now, the first layer and the one at the top is actually called the symbol layer, and that layer contains the symbol and its shadow. As you can see, I can delete the shadow, but more on that later. Now there's the base layer, which contains the base circle and the inset shadow at the bottom right. And there's the shadow layer, which actually contains the shadow on the bottom right, which is the drop shadow, not the inset shadow, which, like I explained a bit earlier, is on the base layer. Now we are going to tweak the symbol layer. What we need is, first, we need to nuke that, because, like I said, that fog shadow doesn't play well. Now, according to the sketch, this corner here should actually be less looking like a corner, so it should be something like this. We're going to delete the shadow. We're going to move that like this, and the icon is actually beginning to take shape. Now we need to recolor the segment, so and that one should be above the front one. So we're going to make it a bit dark. Well, not that dark. It's way too dark now. Kinda like this, I guess. Excuse me, I'm totally eating berries now. And drinking tea. Now, I deleted the shadow because when I'm changing the base shape of the symbol, the shadow will going to be different. And now we should add the triangle at the bottom right, which I need to show you again. So I have to disable the screen share. Oi, yep. I mean, yep. That's totally not going to work. I mean this little triangle here, which is going to create the false Fawkes fold effect. No, I'm actually going to move the webcam. And by triangle, I mean this thing here. Yep. Oh, yeah, I flipped the webcam over. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. Well, I can actually go back to my normal webcam. And now I can turn the screen share on and go back to doing that icon. Oi, sorry. I had a annoying opened window which we actually didn't need. Just many